Nathan Goerge, the head basketball coach at Fowler. To my right is Mia Riley. To my left is Emma Riley. And yes, they are sisters. So, overall, just absolutely fantastic game. So happy for this team, for some of the adversity they went through, and just a wonderful group of girls who constantly bought into what we were. The message we were trying to send as far as a girls basketball program. And the seniors were great leaders for us. We have excellent underclassmen who are extremely skilled, and they worked so well together as a team. So I'm just so happy for the girls because they absolutely deserve this.
Coach, what makes the sisters unique?
Their level of skill. I think a lot of people don't get, from a small town, people don't get to appreciate them. We don't get a lot of media coverage. There's not a lot of people at our gyms, and their skill level is incredible. And I appreciate that we get to this type of stage where others can appreciate how good they are. Their ball handling skills, their shooting ability, their willingness to get their other teammates involved. They're just they have extremely high basketball IQ. They play a ton of basketball outside of the season in the AAU circuit and whatnot. But I'll constantly have relatives who drive by their house and they'll say all the time that they're in their driveway playing one-on-one. So it's no coincidence that they're in this spot. It's no coincidence that they're this good. It's just all the hard work is paying off.
The defense, obviously, as we talked about, holding a state finals opponent to 20 points in a state finals game. Your press, your zone really caused them fits. I think there were 6 turnovers in that first quarter alone. How did you guys kind of prepare for them?
That's a hard thing to simulate in practice, is our man-to-man full court defense. And we started off giving them a zone look just to see where they were going to be spacing wise. And then we just got back to our full court man press, fallback man, and we have the confidence that teams will struggle against it with our speed and aggressiveness, and it's worked. It hasn't worked every game, but for the most part, I think teams have a hard time adjusting to it because we got so many guards that we can rotate in, and we're just up tempo, and it worked pretty well again tonight. And when we get those fast starts and the girls get their confidence, it's a pretty special thing to see.
Coach?
Yeah.
Coming off a non-played semifinal game and the first time for these shooters seeing this court and everything, it sure didn't look like anything bothered you. The girls, you can answer that. Did it just seem like everything you shot was going to go in tonight?
Yeah, I try to go in the game with a lot of confidence, and I know my sister does too, and Coach always tells us, be confident, if you get a shot, it's going up, so that's kind of our mentality, even in practices and other games. We just didn't want to hold back this game. We were confident. We knew it was going to come.
Yeah, he always tells us that if we get an open look, then to shoot it. So nothing really changed on this court. We kept saying how it's an important game, but it's just like it was back at Fowler. So we just try not to overthink it and just shoot with confidence like always.
Yeah, I've noticed over the years of covering Fowler games, you always have a lot of girls who are really willing to get after it on defense, and it seems to carry over to softball. Do you have some thoughts on how Fowler gets that? Like this year, you looked like you had 10 players that you completely trust to go in and defend anytime.
Absolutely, yeah. Our depth, sometimes we didn't get deep into our bench, but yeah, we do have a lot of depth, and I would never hesitate to go into our bench. It's also evident because Fowler girls sports have been pretty successful with track and things like that. So there is a winning culture with girls sports, and I knew we'd have a talented group, but the manner in which they work defensively, I don't really have to get. I mean, I do get on them, but I don't really have to really push them because they're just so self-motivated. The whole team is, and it starts with our 5 seniors. They're so positive and they're always encouraging to the underclassmen, and I think that just kind of sets the tone, and I can sit back and appreciate it.
This question is for me. Was there a moment where you kind of felt you guys kind of got into a rhythm or felt comfortable in the game? It was a little skittish there to get with a lot of turnovers on both sides. Was there a moment where you kind of felt this is where we take control and where we kind of take over?
I'd say second quarter, kind of in the middle, we started to really get in the rhythm. We were hitting our shots. We were getting our press, getting those turnovers, like steals and fast breaks. We're a highly skilled defensive team, so when we can get in our press and like really get flowing and get a ton of steals and a ton of turnovers, that's when we really feel most comfortable.
I mean, were you surprised how this game turned out? You guys got the big lead there midway through the second quarter and never really kind of looked back.
I mean, this was our goal, so I wasn't really surprised. But yeah, this is what we worked for. This is what we did, exactly what we were saying in the locker room, exactly what we were saying at practice. We really just wanted to come out strong, keep pushing, and don't stop.
Yeah, I think you said in the Wednesday press conference, I think you said this year's our year.
Yeah, this year's our
It's
year.
got to be pretty awesome to, mission accomplished in that regard.
Definitely. It's a great feeling. I'm so happy. I know all the girls are so happy. They kept saying this doesn't even feel real, it feels like a dream, because it's been years since our last state final experience. So yeah, it's a great feeling.
I got a question for Coach here. I mean, you guys were just absolutely dominant this entire postseason. I think you guys won your 7 games by an average of 29 points or something like that. I mean, I can't believe you even would have expected that amongst your wildest dreams that it would come that way for you guys this year.
No, not at all. But I think it starts with us playing defense, and the level in which we can lock down and play is, I think, what sets us apart from other teams, and why we're sitting here right now is because I write it on the board. I write it on the board every single game, defense, and that just sets the tone for us. And like I said, you can see us on the court. We're not the tallest, but we're athletic and we're aggressive. And so if we can set the tone defensively, we got many capable shooters. If we come out and knock down shots, we're a tough team to beat. And today, started with defense again, kind of settled in. We were a little shaky at the start with turnovers, but once we settled in defensively, that just gives us confidence, and then we feed off one another, and it was off from there.
We'll break now.